Scottie Farrell, Mr. Samuel kinda yells. Kinda yells? What? Oh, yes, that's me. I stand up fast, kinda nervously. Do you have an answer? An answer to what? I look around the classroom, feeling beady eyes drilling their pupils into me. What the hell? Ma'am, you can sit down now. Everyone starts to laugh. I didn't even realize I was standing still. I go to sit down and I hear, when was World War I? I hear it again. I look at the teacher and say, 1930s. Correct, Mrs. Farrell. This book is feral. With the face for radio and the voice for Silent Hill, Some Gamer Gremlin is back again with SCOTTIE. Now, if you remember from the last 2 episodes, we worked on chapters 1 and 2, and I read them out to you, then I edited them, and I read them out to you again, and in the time since episode 2, and now we are in episode 3, I went ahead and typed up more of the chapters of SCOTTIE. And that was a ride. But doing that, I realized chapters 3, 4, and 5 could all be condensed into a single chapter. So that's what we're going to be doing with today's rewrite. We are going to condense all 3 of these into a single chapter. And I'm definitely going to keep with changing SCOTTIE's name to Amber. To be in line with who the original story was really about anyway. We all know that SCOTTIE was Amber's narcissistic fantasy. But yeah. If you're new here, the format is I take poorly written Wattpad trash, I read it out to you in its original unedited form, and then we go through and we find the diamond buried within the bullshit. And you get to watch me type it up in a nice little sped up montage with some music, and then I read you my edits and my revisions and what I change, and you get to see kind of that evolution of what we can pull from the trash and what we can make. I don't do any editing beyond that, other than the video editing. I am considering, once we get done with SCOTTIE, making it into a publishable book for you guys as kind of a standalone with my other writing, which I do leave links to in the description below. I am going to let you know now that with what I know happens in the original SCOTTIE, I am going to be cutting a lot of fat. It is not going to be a 90 chapter fever dream anymore. It's probably going to maybe hit 20 chapters, if that. I don't know. It's definitely going to be more novella size. I don't think we should have it be a full novel. We're gonna aim for a novella. We're going to cut a lot of just the emotional trauma dumping that Amber threw into the original. Tragedy struck. It does feel like I am going for more satire, so I think I'm going to keep that theme with it. But yes, let's get into this. Let's have some fun, and hopefully we don't lose our minds in the process. So, let's start with the rereading of SCOTTIE's chapters 3, 4, and 5. 3. In third period, physical education, lame. It's almost lunchtime, thank God. An hour of non-punishment. I usually go out for lunch with Melanie, Vanessa, Jordan, and of course, Jason. No Mike, we all realize that too. Jordan! I miss her uber much. I haven't seen her since last year. She went to football camp in the summer. She plays even better than Jason. Don't tell him I said that, nor tell him more than half the football team agrees. His ego might go downhill. Maybe that would be a good thing. As the lunch bell rings, I go straight to the star table. That's where we all meet each other. The table is literally shaped like a star. Mrs. Scott, give me a damn hug. I know that voice. I smile, turn around, and see Jordan and Vanessa holding hands. Are they an item now? Jordan! I run up and give her a hug. How's my Scott doing? Fantastic now that you're here, my Jord. I say, not letting go. Me and Jordan have only been friends for a year, but she was one of my besties. She was like my older sister. She'd do anything for me as I her. One time in sophomore year, some seniors were messing with me, calling me a slut, threatening me for like a few months. Next thing I know, they didn't bother me at all. I had a feeling Jordan had something to do with it. I asked her, and her exact words were, "They won't be looking your way anytime soon." I just blushed. She had a way with her words. Vanessa clears her throat, and I totally forgot she was there. Ha! Vanessa, hi! I say, letting go of mine and Jordan's hug. She giggles. Hey, Scottie, how was your summer? It was pretty good. Got my belly button pierced. Like it? I lift up my shirt to show them my cute rainbow belly ring. Still a little scabby and red. Ouch, Vanessa says. Awesome, Jordan says. She already has a few piercings herself, but has to take them out for football. It hurt really bad, I admitted. My mom took me. She cried more than I did. We all laughed. How was your guys' summer? Y'all went to the same camp and everything, I said, remembering Jordan and Vanessa hand-holding. Are you two? Babe, we better get going, Jason says as he was coming up to me. No hug. Yeah, I said, a little annoyed. Let's go. We all start walking to Melanie's car. She just meets us there since she is the one who drove. Jordan hand in hand with Vanessa. Jason hand in hand with a ghost, maybe? It sure ain't me. 4. Peter, up! Jason demands as he enters history class. Peter is sitting next to me, obviously not allowed under Jason's rules. I just roll my eyes. Sorry, Jason. Peter replies nervously and goes to get up, but drops all of his books. Geek, Jason says, kicking one of Peter's books farther away. Damn it, Jason. Stop being such an asshole, I say, getting up to help Peter pick up his things. Class, time to begin, Mr. Samuel says, a tall, old, long-haired teacher. Well, I guess he got more description than Peter. He starts rambling on as I sit at my desk, and Jason, I wonder why me and him don't hold hands. With Jason, wonder why me and him don't hold hands. Wow, English. I swear I know it. We don't kiss. He has tried, though. We don't really cuddle. Nothing. Melissa plus everyone else assumes we do such things. We don't. It's not lying. I'm just not stating the truth unless asked. Even then, I'd be embarrassed. I don't know what's stopping me. I do love him. Me and Jason have been together since 8th grade. I have only had one boyfriend before him, Max. It was the beginning of 7th grade. We were together for like 3.5 months. We held hands like twice, kissed twice. Oh, God. Kissed twice. Then he broke up with me because I didn't give him what he needed physically. It was whatever to me. As for Jason, his parents believe in the whole no physical intimacy until married, and that's how he was raised. He does admit to me that he thinks about us being romantic together in a sexual way. I tell him, so do I, but I am lying to him. Scottie Farrell, Mr. Samuel kinda yells. Kinda yells? What? Oh, yes, that's me. I stand up fast, kinda nervously. Do you have an answer? An answer to what? I look around the classroom, feeling beady eyes drilling their pupils into me. What the hell? Ma'am, you can sit down now. Everyone starts to laugh. I didn't even realize I was standing still. I go to sit down and I hear, when was World War I? I hear it again. I look at the teacher and say, 1930s. Correct, Mrs. Farrell. This book is feral. Actually, what the fuck is this? An alternate reality where World War I happened later than it actually did. I'm fairly certain that was in 1920s. Correct, Miss Farrell. I look back down and see some girl sitting behind me. Thank you, I mouth. Jason didn't help me. He would rather be drawing a football player with 2 different sized arms. 5. I got home from school. What a day. I don't have any homework besides something my mom or dad has to sign. Safety BS. It wouldn't make a difference. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot how bad that was. All right. I'm fairly certain World War I was in fucking 1920s. But let's ask ChatGPT. When was World War I? Oh shit, it wasn't even in the 1920s.
World War I took place from July 28, 1914 to November 11, 1918. It began after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and involved many of the world's major powers, divided into 2 main alliances. The Allies. France, Britain, Russia, later joined by the US in 1917. The Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. It ended with an armistice on November 11th, 1918, and was officially concluded with the Treaty of Versailles in 1919.
Bam! Which, if you want, like, some good bardic music about the Treaty of Versailles, check out Sabaton's Versailles. It's a great song. But, yeah, that was a ride. That was a ride. Thank you, Mr. Shredder. He shreds terrible stories and junk mail. It is glorious. Best $40 I ever spent. All right, so let us get into this. Whew. Whew. All right, let's go. good with this one. All right. So let's get into the reading of what I changed. So I took a lot of kind of her exposition dumping out. It was wordy and unneeded. And I tailored it a bit more to what I already have. If you want to see what we have already done with chapters 1 and 2, definitely go and check out episodes 1 and 2 of Crusades Against Bad Writing. I will leave links for sure. So let's get into this. Chapter 3. First period is gym. Gross. Jason, I purr, tugging on his arm and holding him back from Melanie as she scurries off to her first class of the day. They have the same first period, algebra, while I got stuck in gym. Yeah, Amber? Jason asked, glancing in the direction of the math classroom. Want to skip with me? I asked, leaning in close and wrapping my arms around his shoulders. Jason frowned at me. I can't. To stay on the football team, I need to maintain good grades. Mr. Saltzman is a great PE teacher. Just show up and put in some effort. Easy A. He leaned in for a kiss, and I turned my head for him to kiss my cheek. Don't worry, we have history and lunch together. He untangled himself from me and scurried off after Melanie, leaving me alone in the hallway. Fine, I whispered to myself and pulled out my phone. Me. Hey, want to meet up same place? It didn't take long for Mike to text back. Second period came too quickly for my taste. So did Mike, come to think of it. When I walked into the classroom before the final bell rang, I saw Peter sitting in my desk next to Jason. Their heads were bent over a book the nerd was showing my boyfriend. Jordan and Vanessa were gathered around them too, along with Melanie, holding hands as they laughed at something Peter said. Peter, up! I told him, walking over and crossing my arms under my breasts as I waited for him to move out of my seat. Sorry, Amber. Peter stuttered, grated my nerves like nails on a chalkboard as he got up from the desk. As he walked by me, I moved my foot out a bit, feeling his catch on mine. His pencil case broke open, scattering his pens and pencils all over the floor and under the desks. Don't you know how to walk? I laughed, sitting down in my seat and offering my cheek to Jason. That wasn't nice, Amber, Vanessa said as she bent down to help Peter gather his things. Others joined in, including Melanie and Jordan. I rolled my eyes, frowning at Jason, who was staring at me with a strange expression. It's not my fault he tripped over his own feet. Class, time to begin, Mr. Samuel called out as he entered the classroom. The old geezer was always late. His suit and tie mismatched and rumpled as if he slept in them. What a slob. Once the class was seated, he started droning on and on about useless crap that happened almost 100 years ago. Like, who the hell cares who shot who and started a war? I tuned the old man out, my mind wandering as I looked out the window at the clouds drifting across the sky. Jason and I have been dating since 8th grade. We hold hands and he tries to kiss me, but every time I bring up going further, he pulls out that dumb line about wanting to wait for marriage. We're boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's not the 1950s anymore. And this is high school. Couples do it. We're not in kindergarten anymore. My eyes drifted to Jordan and Vanessa, where they were sitting a few rows in front of me and Jason. I wonder how two girls do it. Wonder if it's better than with a boy. Amber! Mr. Samuel cut into my thoughts like a sledgehammer in a china store. Yes? I squeak out, feeling my face flush as the entire class turns to stare at me. When was the start of the First World War? He asked, a frown creasing his wrinkled face. 1930? I start before nodding to myself. Yeah, 1930. That's incorrect. The First World War started on July 28, 1914, after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. He corrected, moving on with his droning. No one dared say anything as I glared around the room at them, everyone turning to face forward in their desks. I saved Jason for last. Why didn't he help me? And there we have it. Chapter 3 of Amber is now completed. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions about where we can go with this story, definitely leave them in the comments. If you have any suggestions on me improving my skill with writing in first person, I definitely want to hear it. If you have any critiques for these, I definitely want to hear it. And be honest. Don't sugarcoat it. Be honest with me. I love the honesty. And if you want to see more of my writing, I have my Sacred Beast books. I have completed 4 of them already. The 4th comes out July 4th. That one is, it starts with Dampier Sins. Raven's Ire comes out July 4th. I also have my Sacred Blood series, which starts with the Black Butterfly. I am still working on book 2 right now. It is going swimmingly, and I will definitely leave links for all of it for my author page on Amazon in the link in the description below. And as we get further on this, definitely think about what Wattpad books you want me to look into next. See what I can do with them. I am open to any suggestions on that. And you know what? I think I earned myself a big bowl of ramen with dumplings in it. Yes, that sounds delicious. And I will catch you guys in the next one. And wherever you are, what time you're watching this, I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Some Gamer Chick signing off, and I'm gonna go get that bowl of ramen.